All right. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at January 2021. So January 2021, number one. So this is the most recent paper for CXC, guys. And we're just going to take our time and do the questions. Cool. So for the first one here, we have 1 and 4 over 7 plus 2 over 3 minus 1 and 5 over 6. Cool. So with these type of questions, guys, the first thing I like to do is follow the bomb dash rules. And the second thing I like to do is to change everything to fractions. Cool. So bomb dash, guys, we're gonna add before we subtract. All we have here is adding and subtracting. So we're gonna follow that rule. We're gonna add first and we're gonna subtract after. And I'm gonna change everything to fractions. So this should be 11 over 7, right? 7 times 1 plus 4 would give us 11 over 7 plus 2 over 3 minus 11 over 6. Cool. So yes, guys. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is add. So we're going to add this 11 over 7 and this 2 over 3. What's the LCM between 7 and 3? The LCM between 7 and 3 is 21, right? So I'm going to put a 21 here. 11 times 3 should give me 33. I can cross multiply in this case. And 7 times 2 should give me 14. So it should be 33 plus 14 over 21 minus 11 over 6. Cool. Let me give myself some space over here. So that should actually give me 47 over 21 minus 11 over 6. Cool. So guys, we need to find the LCM again. The LCM between 21 and 6. And the LCM between 21 and 6, guys, is 42. So we're going to do the same thing here, guys, except we're going to subtract. So we're going to get 42 here. 21 goes into 42 two times, so this will be 47 times 2 minus 11. 6 goes into 42 7 times, so this is going to be 11 times 7. And we're going to end up with 47 times 2 is 94 minus 77. And this is all going to be over 42. Cool. So the final answer, guys, the final answer, let me write it over here. When I subtract 77 from 94, I should get 17 over 42. So that's the answer for number one, guys. 17 over 42. Number one, part A. Cool. So that's my answer, guys. Let me put like a line here. So first thing we did, guys, was we followed the bomb dash rules, add, then we subtracted, then we ended up with 17 over 42. So that's our answer. Awesome. So let's move on now, guys. I think we should be okay with this. Let's move on to the next question. Boom. So we're done there. Let's move down. And this one says, write the value of the cube root of 27 over 9 squared. Let me just zoom in a bit more. Yes, cube root of 27 over 9 squared, and write it as a fraction in its lowest terms. So this is really easy to, guys. The cube root of 27 is actually 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 gives us 27. So the cube root of 27 is 3, and this should be over 9 squared. 9 times 9 will give us 81. So this is 3 over 81. But the thing is, guys, 3 can actually go into 81 27 times. So this is actually going to give us 1 over 27. Let's do that. 81 divided by 3. We should get 2. 6 minus 8 will give us 2 and 1. 27. So yes, 3 goes into 81 27 times. So the final answer, guys, in its lowest terms is 1 over 27. And this is definitely the answer. Cool. This is really easy too. 2 marks for that. And it's just really easy. It's not difficult at all. So cool. So let's move on. Let's move on, guys. I think this is okay now. Wonderful. So let's move on to the next question. All right, guys. So this is a unique question. It says here, the thickness of one sheet of cardboard is given as 485 times 10 to the minus 2 millimeters. Cool. And it says a construction worker uses 75 sheets of the cardboard stacked together to insulate a wall. So it says show that the exact thickness of the insulation is 363.75. So how do we do this, guys? Well, the first thing, we want to find the thickness of the cardboard. We want to take this out as standard form. So guys, this is times 10 to the negative 2, so the point would go 1, 2 to the left. So this would be the same thing as 480, sorry, this should be the same thing, sorry, as 4.85 millimeters. And why did we get 4.85, guys? Is because this is 10 to the negative 2, so the point would move to the left. Also, guys, 10 to the negative 2 is also the same thing as 1 over 10 squared, which is the same thing as 1 over 100. So basically, guys, this is the same thing as 485 times 1 over 100, which of course would give us 4.85 millimeters. So this is the thickness of one sheet, guys, 4.85 millimeters. So since we have the thickness of one sheet, guys, in order to prove that the exact thickness of the insulation is 363.75, we just have to say 485 millimeters multiplied by 75, and this should actually give us 363.75 millimeters. Cool. Let me rub these out over here. That was just to explain. Yes, so it's a really easy question. It seems hard, but it's not at all. Let me try and bring up my calculator as well, just to show you. So if we multiply 4.85 by 75, we end up with 363.75. Cool. So that's the answer. So we showed that it's equal to 363.75. So this is the answer. You notice they just give you 1 mark, guys, because it's kind of really simple. So easy, easy peasy. And let's move on to the next part. The next part now says, write the thickness of the insulation. Correct the 2 significant figures. So guys, this is it, 363.75. So guys, if we want something in 2 significant figures, we need to look at the 2 plus 1th place. So we need to look at the 3rd place, which is the 3. This 3 is the 1st place, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And we look at this 3rd place, the 3, and say, is it greater than or equal to 5? No, it's not. So we're not going to add a 1 to this 6. We're going to add a 0. So the answer, guys, to 2 significant figures, it would be 360 millimeters. Cool. The 2 significant figures are the 3 and the 6. And the 3 we just change to a 0. Cool. All right. So this is really simple, guys, and we can move on now. Let's finish up this question. Let's finish it up, guys. So the last part of this says now correct to 1 decimal place, right, guys? So guys, remember it's 363.75 that they're asking you to put to one decimal place, millimeters. So guys, to put it to one decimal place, we'll have to look at the 1 plus 1th decimal place, which is the second. And in this case, the second decimal place, guys, is the 5. And we say, is 5 greater than or equal to 5? Yes, yes, it is. 5 is equal to 5. So we're going to add a 1 to that 7. And the answer here to one decimal place would be 363.8. Cool, guys? So this is also really simple as well. You notice it's just 1 mark. So you pretty much got 3 marks for doing the simple stuff. Very simple, guys. If you need some help on this, guys, you can watch my video on decimal places or significant figures. So really simple. And then let's scroll down now to in standard form. So guys, remember it's the same thing that we need to change the standard form, the 363.75. So let's just clear that and put 363.75, and we need to put this in standard form, guys. How do we put it in standard form? Remember, guys, for standard form, you want the number between 1 and 10. Cool. So we need this number, this 363, to be between 1 and 10. So the only weird place is going to be between 1 and 10 is here at 3.6375. And of course, we'd have to multiply this by 10 to the positive 2, because if you multiply it by 10 to the positive 2, it would end up back being 363.75. So that's the only thing that makes perfect sense. 3.6375, if we multiply that by 100, then it would go back to the 363.75. So this is it. This is the answer in standard form. So guys, the main thing to remember for the standard form is you have to move the decimal place, and you have to move it to a point where it's between 1 and 10. So 3.6375 is between 1 and 10. And because we moved it 2 places to the left, it ends up being 10 to the 2. So this is the answer in standard form. Cool. All right. So the last thing now, guys, the last thing is a different question. So let's just read this question. It says Marco is on vacation. My name is Mark, so maybe this is me. Maybe I'm on vacation, right? So Marco is on vacation in the Caribbean, and he changes 4,500 Mexican pesos to ECD, and he receives 630. So this means 4,500 Mexican pesos is equal to 630 ECD. So it asks us about the exchange rate, guys. It's asking us how much 1 ECD is equal to how much Mexican dollars. So guys, all we have to do here is divide this 4,500 by 630. Basically divide both sides by the 630. And we're going to end up with, let's put it in our calculators. Let me show you guys. So 4,500, let me rub out my name here, 4,500 divided by 630. And this is going to give us 7.1428. Let's put 4 decimal places for the meantime. So 7.1428 Mexican pesos, guys, is equal to 630 divided by 630 will just give us 1 ECD. So that definitely would be the answer, guys. 1 ECD is equal to 7.14 Mexican pesos, right? You can put as well in your answer that you're leaving the answer to 2 decimal places. The answer is in two decimal places. And why, guys? Money is usually in two decimal places. So 1 ECD is equal to 7.14. It would be 7.143, but we're just gonna leave it as two decimal places, 7.14 ECD. Cool. So this is the answer, guys. This was an easy question as well. It was also 1 mark. And the total marks for this number 1 question is 9 marks. So I think we could pick up the 9 marks here. I think it's reasonable. And that's it. I'm going to do another video now on number 2, guys. So stay safe and God bless. Do your best and let God do the rest. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day.